Hey guys, I have a video for you today on... Are you ready for how pretty this is? This is the Gem and the Holograms palette that Sephora came out with. They didn't really show the outside of it on the website, or maybe they did and I just didn't pay attention, but it's glittery and super cool. The back is even glittery and it shows you all the names of the colors. Excuse my nails, for some reason whenever I film my nails are atrocious, but this was the Edward Scissorhands polish from Sugar Pill, and it didn't hold up so well like chip wise, so that's kind of disappointing. But I'm gonna get into swatches of this, and I will do the swatches like I've been doing lately with showing the picture of the shadow and the swatch next to each other. But this reminds me of like a little clutch purse, the way that this part opens like this, and then there wasn't any plastic in here or anything, but you get 24 shades, a nice mirror, which I'm not going to blind you with, but this palette itself is smaller than I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it to be like the size of a Vice palette, like one of the Urban Decay ones, but it's not. The shadows are kind of tiny, so I understand now why this was only $39 instead of like $59 like most palettes the size of the Vice ones are. For comparison, I just want to show you so that you're not fooled like I was, because I thought it was going to be the same size as like the Vice palette shadows, and they're clearly a lot smaller. So that was the first kind of disappointment. I love all the colors in here, they're very pretty, but it's a very inconsistent palette. Like some are awesome, super soft and pigmented, and some of them are just like meh. So if I had paid $59 for this, I probably would have been pissed, but $39 isn't so bad. Plus I had 10% off from that the beauty shake-up game that they did. So what I'm going to do to swatch these, what way does it go? It goes this way. So I'm going to swatch them by column because they're kind of like blocked together by color. Like you have the neutrals over here, then you have the pinks, purples, greens, blues, kind of. Blue and silver row. The last two rows are blues and silvers, and then there's a white and a black, which is nice to have in a palette. They're both mattes, and the black is actually really good. So I'm going to show you the swatches now. The first one that we have, I'm going to start this way and work my way that way, doing the columns. So the first one is Minx. That is a shimmery champagne color. That one's... I'll tell you the ones that like aren't so great as I go. So that one's fine, nice and soft and pigmented. The next one is Mrs. Bailey. That is a shimmery peach. I have that in my crease today. I've been wearing these like all day, so it's probably not the greatest right now. That's a shimmery peach. That one's really soft and blendable, so no problems with that one. Stinger is a light brown with gold shimmer in it. That's another nice pretty shadow. Jetta is a matte brown, and that's the first one. As I was swatching them, it definitely has a drier feel than the rest of the shadows, but it's not bad as far as matte shadows go. Still nice and pigmented. Then we start with the second row, which is second column, which is mostly pinks. We have Rhea, which is a pale pink shimmer. Then Kimber, which is a medium pink shimmer. It's a little bit darker, still the same amount of shimmeriness. Jerica is a matte hot pink. This is gorgeous, but it kind of stains when you just swatching it. Just swatching it, it stained my hand, and I put it on my lid today, so it's probably gonna stain my eyelids, but that's a really nice matte, hot, vibrant pink. Gemstar is this is such a pretty color. It's a super deep violet with pink and purple sparkles in it, and this is super pigmented. You only need the tiniest bit. I used that on my outer corners today. And then the third column, we start with Gal Pal, which is a matte cream. I always like when bright palettes like this, well, it's got a good mix of neutrals in there too, but if you've got a lot of bright colors that you're working with, it's always nice to have a cream shade in the palette to use as a color to blend everything out. Then we have Rockstar, that is a shimmery kind of dusty rose color. I don't really know how to describe that one. I thought it was taupe. It kind of looks taupe in the pan, but when you swatch it, it's definitely more pinky. 1980s is a slightly iridescent purple. This is the first one I really had a problem with pigmentation wise. It's got a much drier texture than most of the shadows that are like really good and soft and blendable and everything, and it's not that pigmented. Like, I tried to use it in my look today and it was like just not having it, so it would have been a pretty purple, it's just the quality isn't there on that shadow. And then the last one in that column is Shayna. It's a blackened purple that has violet and pink sparkles in it. It's kind of like the one right next to it, the Gemstar one. So those are probably two of my favorites in here. They're just really pretty, sparkly. Let me hide my face so it'll focus on this. These two are so pretty. I don't know if it's catching it or not. And this is all holographic on the inside too. I didn't mention that, but I'm sure you can see it. Alright, and then we have, in the next column, we have Clash, which is a shimmery, kind of like an off-white. It's not a true white. Rockin' Roadster is a pale seafoam. I wouldn't really call it a shimmer, it's more of an iridescent shade. Keytar is a shimmery green. It's kind of like it's not a super bright green, just a nice mid-tone green there. And then the last one in that column is Pizzazz, which is a shimmery gunmetal shade, or like a dark silver. Second to last column we have Hologram. This one is super soft, so like I went to do a swatch and a whole bunch came off on my finger. That is a shimmery silvery white. Again, not a true white, it's got like silver in there. Synergy is a metallic dark silver. Kind of similar to Pizzazz, but it's a little bit darker. And it's more metallic than shimmer. And then Rio is so pretty. That is a shimmery bright blue. I call it like a Cookie Monster blue because it's I have pajama pants on with Cookie Monster right now, if you can see. And it's pretty much the same color as Cookie Monster. And then the last color in that column is Aja. I haven't seen Gem in probably since I was like 6 years old, so forgive me if I'm butchering these names. But that's another one like that purple that just isn't that great quality-wise. It's a little better than the purple. Still not crazy pigmented. It's kind of that's another one I wouldn't call it a shimmer. It's more of an iridescent, it's got an iridescence to it. Just an iridescent navy. How many times can I say iridescent? And then the final column we have Starlight, which is a matte white. Kind of chalky, not the best white I've ever used, but it's decent. Then Cassette is a metallic silver. That one's really nice as far as silvers go. Stormer is a shimmery dark blue. Again, it has that dry texture, but that one's more pigmented than the purple and that other navy blue color. And then Misfits is a matte black, which is actually a really decent black. I can do a quick swatch on my finger right here. It's very creamy. It feels a lot like the Lorac shadows. So super pigmented, as you can see. I don't want to swatch it where I have eczema, so I'll just do it here. It's a very nice black. So like I said, I like having a black and a white in the palette, and then the cream shade too. So that is the Gem and the Holograms palette. This is all I got from the collection. I wanted the pink lipstick, but that for some reason wasn't available when I ordered this, and then I just changed my mind on it because $25 for one lipstick is kind of pushing it. It does have the cool pink packaging with lightning bolts on it, but I mean, I have it in this with the cool glitter palette, so this is definitely, it's cardboard, feels pretty heavy duty. Not sure I would want to travel with it or anything, just because, who am I kidding, I don't travel that much anyway. But this part, I figured I should mention, it's magnetized, so that's better than just opening it and having it flop open like this and break the mirror or something. But pretty good deal for 39 bucks. Like I said, it is smaller, so keep that in mind than I thought it was going to be. What kind of English is that? It is smaller than I thought that it was going to be, so keep that in mind. But I really like the packaging on it. I'm a sucker for packaging, but like I said, I didn't even see that it was glittery like this when I ordered it on the website. I was just like, the gem palette is out, I have to get it now, because the colors are what got me. They were so pretty. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this and enjoyed the swatches. As of right now, me recording this, it's still available on Sephora's site. I don't know if they anticipate it selling out or what, but I have been super busy this week because it's Aiden's birthday. Well, his birthday is on the 19th, but his birthday party is going to be this Saturday on the 17th, so I don't know when this video is going to go up. Today is the... what is today? The 14th? Yeah, today's the 14th that I'm filming this, so who knows when this is going to go up, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you in my next video.
Don't get scared, take a chance. Don't let it slip through your hands. Love will